Damn. Art YouTube has been busy. Oliver's Antics is making his comic, ABD Illustrates made his book, Calimara reached 100k, Ginger Ninja's rebranding, Deagle Doodles had the Hero Forge launch, and that's just to name a few. Maybe, with all that, I can sneak my way in here. There's always room for an amateur, right? Maybe I can even make some new friends with other up-and-coming artists. Maybe. With that being said... Hello! I hope that intro made you want to stay. People always say start your career by name-dropping some of your, biggest inspirations. People say that all the time. People say that constantly. I'm doing everything just right. I'm here to tell you about me. To the Speedpaint. Alright, all jokes aside, hi! I wanted to have a send-off to 2023 in the form of a Meet the Artist, which I also thought would be a great YouTube introduction. For a first video, this was a bit, over-ambitious or overdone, but, especially, God, my computer hated this drawing, but I overdo most things, just ask my sister.
What about me?
My name is Yesterday. Call me Yes, if you wanna. Hopefully I'm saying hi for the first time, for the last time. I've made a first video, in quotes, a few times before. There's this one that's literally just been sitting on my computer for, exactly a year. I also drew my persona for that one, but, none of the Meet Me stuff. I really debated doing, this as my first video. The drawing itself was so annoying. I started it, I gave up for months, and then eventually I came back and finished it. I was gonna add a bunch of little, things around that were supposed to look like stickers, to represent, different interests and stuff, but, that seemed like work. It was just a lot, the whole process. I had a bigger vision for it. I honestly, though, I really like how this drawing turned out. I shouldn't be, dissing it, especially because, I ended up with 2 pieces for, the first time in forever. There's, the whole thing, and then I have just a drawing of my persona now. And, I mean, there's more now. Well, there will be after I finish recording this audio and editing. Doing some editing. I'm gonna do the JPEGs and maybe even the little drawing guy in the corner, the really cool artist YouTubers have. But still, I like my persona design. Since I decided a few months ago I would commit to YouTube, I've been drawing it a lot to prepare. It's kind of fun to learn to draw yourself, but in a way that, it's not exactly me. I don't have a bar over my face, but it's still really fun. Though I will say I never thought I would get into this, into what are technically just self-portraits. This drawing actually, I made a TikTok about this, but this drawing actually makes 1 decade of digital self-portraits, which is a heck of an achievement to start out with, if I do say so myself. I think it's really cool. Makes me feel better about, doing this as my first video, But anyway, I am a storyteller, and artist, and a writer. In that order, vaguely. It used to be very distinct. In the older script for this video, I very clearly said, I am a storyteller, an artist, and a writer, in that order, and I complained about how clearly I was more of a storyteller and an artist than a writer. Because before this year, I only ever really drew stories and struggled with actually, getting it written down, which I think a lot of people can relate to. But it's been a lot vaguer over the past year, which is really nice. Because I want to end up as mostly a full-time writer. Storytelling is my passion, but you can't really make a living out of just ideas, at least not easily, A big factor to the growing change of storytelling, arting, and writing has been Dungeons & Dragons. I'm a dungeon master for a recently started campaign, and I'm definitely going to make video videos, like S in parentheses, about that, because I've already promised the players a bunch of drawings, and, why not capitalize, film the drawings, and talk about stuff. Though I have to be really careful with those, because it's like, with like my own stories, spoiling things is one thing because it's all in theory, but in Dungeons and Dragons, it's like actually happening. It's, but like for that's the closest thing to a job in storytelling/writing that I've had so far in my life, and I think YouTube will be like the art version of that, because D&D, there's a lot more writing going on. I mean, like obviously I have to make, well, I don't have to, but I enjoy making scripts. But like, we're at time of recording, we're like 6 sessions into the D&D campaign, and I'm almost at like 30,000 words of just, this is what you're gonna have happen over these sessions, and here's details to include. Most of it's like outline-y. I think I'm really good at writing long outlines. I don't know if outline is exactly the right word, but it's definitely something that's not meant to be read by somebody else other than me. But it has like all the info. I have another one. I have like the ones for D&D, and I have one for one of my stories, which, speaking of that, I have a bunch of stories. They're the main reason I'm making this channel, if I'm being completely honest. Like, 50% of my brain is constantly taken up by some sort of story or character, and I want to have a place to talk about it, or at least show art of it, and also, like many other person who grew up the same time I did, being a YouTuber has just sort of always been a thing in the back of my mind. And I'm excited to actually start doing it. But anyway, I'm also going to make a video that serves as an introduction to, like, my storytelling. But roughly what you need to know, whether you watch that or not, is that I want to make animated, overarching story type television, TV shows. So I think of things in terms of that, where it's like in terms of seasons and, that sort of stuff. And like the target audience is variable. You know how some animated TV shows are aimed at roughly kids, but deal with topics and complexities that a lot of people enjoy? That's the sort of what I want to teach. That's hard to say. That's not true for all of them. I have some stories that are more for kids, some stories that are more for stories that are like more teenagers, they're wide reading, I don't know. But suffice to say, there's something here for everyone, unless you don't like gay stuff. Because there's a lot of gay happenings in my stories. Anyway, I feel like I should introduce myself more thoroughly. So I'm gonna I'm gonna look up a list of introduce fun icebreakers, and also look at the actual drawing and explain some stuff, or at least verbalize it. Let's see. Okay. My name is, this isn't actually an icebreakers thing. This is facts about your fictional character. I am not, in fact, a fictional character, of course, but I am, in fact, tired. So this seems easy. My name is Yesterday at 12 o'clock, as I said. I am approximately 3 hours old, I think. I identify as gay, a demi-boy. I know that's kind of a gender micro-label, but, I'm fine with it. I'm also fine if, non-binary also works, and sometimes, just male works, but, demi-boy is good because I sort of, shift around in that range between man and non-binary. I go by he, they. Favorite colors. My favorite colors are black, pink, and periwinkle. The last one seems a little bit specific, but that's just how much I like it. Most of my branding so far is that color, so I just think it works. My bed sheets are also that color because I went through a phase. It was a good phase though. Don't you worry. People should get into having a very specific favorite color. I think it's so fun to flex my favorite color is marigold. Ooh, that's so much spicier than blue, Nothing wrong with saying your favorite color is blue. I just, favorite number. My favorite number is 8, sort of. When I was little, it was, but then it changed, and I don't really remember what it changed to, other than it was something ridiculously specific. It was like 5,325 or something stupid, because I liked making jokes about it, even though, like, you know, nobody's gonna ask you what your favorite number is, except the list I'm looking at. But it's like, my favorite number is defaulted back to 8 now. Anyway, I like silver more than gold, but depending on the situation, I will wear gold. I am not a silver-only girly. Most of my jewelry is honestly pink, because for some reason when they make fake silver jewelry, they paint pink stuff with the silver color. And I, like, wear all my jewelry a lot. Well, like, not all at the same time, obviously, but it's like, I'll wear a ring until it's dead. Let's see, I am 5'7", I think. I prefer baggy clothing that is always somewhere, usually, I phrase this weird on the actual Meet the Artist. I said, like, edgy soft boy aesthetic for, like, clothes, but it's honestly, like, I wear preppy stuff, and then, like, preppy and soft stuff, and then, like, dark and spiky stuff, like chokers and that sort of vibe. You know, I'll drift between those two options. I'm vaguely witchy. We can call it special occasion witch, I think. Where once in a while, I'll, like, cast a spell on some food, or, like, do some tarot readings, and I always have some, like, moon water and a few shiny rocks stashed somewhere. But most of the time I don't use them, though I do have some really witchy friends, so that's super fun. I have 3 siblings, 2 dads and 1 mom. I'm the middle child. I draw with Clip Studio Paint, though I am an iBiz kid. We don't talk about how I'm also a Framecast kid. God, where are those girlies at? So much. Can I complain for just 1 second? This isn't in the script, but the guy took down, so Framecast, obviously, if you don't know, Framecast was a drawing app that existed for a while where you could animate, and it was really simple, and then you could post your animations on their own platform where it was just for little arts and animations. And the animation wasn't, like, the software wasn't great. It was very basic, but it was so, like, I loved it as a little kid. And then, whoever made it just took it down, and now you can't access any of your old stuff. Like, you can, there are ways, if you had it before, to, like, re-get the app and use it for drawing new stuff, but there's no way to look at old posted things on there, and it's so, like, I got really angry about that, a little while ago. I have some of my old drawings, but, like, so much of that old art is just, like, lost media now, and it only exists in my brain, and obviously memory is bad, so I'm gonna forget about them. So that's really annoying, but anyway, getting back on track, I'm an Aries. I was born on the 4th day of the 4th month, which is fun. I love me... Ooh, that's an interesting question. I love some... I don't know if people know what this is, but hazecore? Like cottagecore, but it's not cottagecore, it's hazecore. Think like Blue Hour. So, like, right before the sunset and then right after the sunset, the light isn't all gone, but everything is, like, sort of foggy and blue, but also really dark. It's like twilight, but it's after twilight, because twilight is the last moments of the sunset where everything's purple, and then this is right after that where everything's blue, or before that, because it can be in the morning or at night. And it's so I feel safe when I look at Blue Hour hazecore pictures, even though they're all about liminal spaces. Anyway, I was born in the States. I have some piercings. I am nothing without a bottle of hot sauce at my side. And that's the end of this list. So let's see. Writing wise, and I guess drawing wise, but still, I have like 200 plus OCs, which, if you don't know, OC stands for original character. Often I would just say original character, but, like, you know, why not just use the actual term. Seems a little, cringy, but I don't really care. Embrace the cringe, use the term. And a whole bunch of stories for all 200 plus of them, along with a few fan characters and AUs of those stories. The fan characters are for, they're fan characters, which means they're inserts for, like, something else. Let's see. Speaking of stories, we're gonna try to keep it simple for YouTube, I think. Focusing mostly on Everrealm. So I have this whole story thing called Everrealm, EVER-realm. For YouTube, I think particularly the camp and academy character. This is, I feel like I'm baiting people. Just go watch the video about my storytelling if you're interested in that. I'll make more videos for that stuff. I'm rambling. Let me get back to the script. My videos are mostly going to be about writing, art, and other related things, maybe games or books or movies, and obviously like Dungeons and Dragons. I can't talk. I just kind of want to document my creative journey thingy stuff and have a couple people along for the ride. This is the very beginning, so we have a lot of work to do before we have our whole situation figured out. But if you like stories, art, that's pretty cool, if I do say so myself, and some chill times, stick around. We're gonna go for posting like once every 2 weeks, probably. I always say that I'm spinning plates, so it's kind of hard to balance stuff, but I'm very excited about YouTube. I think it's gonna be a good move. Like I said, I've always wanted to do this. But that was my 2023 Meet Me. Please, everyone, remember to drink water. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.